mystic, strange.
Welcome. Aries.
Your interactions with other people and the outside world at this stage in your life may leave you feeling confused, drained, and depressed. No matter what you set out to accomplish, it never seems to turn out the way you planned or ends up getting lost in a sea of confusion. This happens no matter how hard you try. At this time, it would be impolite to try to get attention for one's own efforts or to toot one's own horn in any way. Trying to do either of these things would be considered rude. At this point, the best way to achieve success is to do things for the benefit of others rather than for your own financial gain, such as taking time off, working quietly, or doing things that can be done in the background.
Taurus.
During this time period, you are likely to have the chance to take advantage of a number of different opportunities that will allow you to make significant headway in either your personal or professional endeavors. You ought to make the most of this privileged circumstance by directing your vigor and commitment to working toward the achievement of your objectives toward getting those objectives achieved. The most important way in which the men in your life, your superiors, or other people in positions of authority may be beneficial to you is if they provide you with additional encouragement and support for your efforts. This can also be true of other people in authority positions. It is possible that your capacity to outshine others in your workplace will come to the fore as a result of your dedication to reaching the highest level of success that is possible in your career. This will occur when committed to achieving the highest level of success that is possible in your career.
Gemini.
Your legal matters are fortunate to have favorable outcomes, such as the strengthening of your position or the rendering of a judgment that is favorable to you. These outcomes are a blessing. These results are a blessing in disguise. Your professional connections or the support of influential people who believe in the viability of your projects and plans can provide you with a fortunate break in the event that they believe in the viability of those projects and plans. Your accomplishments will receive more attention as a direct result of this, which will in turn result in an increase in your prestige. It's possible that you'll come to realize at this juncture that social invitations open more doors for you than they normally would have in the past at this point in time. You have a greater interest in taking part in activities of a cultural and aesthetic nature, the kinds of experiences that offer novelty and a change of pace, compared to the kinds of things that you typically do.
Cancer.
The people who are listening right now are going to hear that there is a plethora of opportunities and blessings that are just waiting to be taken advantage of. Those who are paying attention right now will be aware of this development. This broadcast will begin as soon as it is available to those who are currently listening. This information is currently being communicated over the airwaves to anyone who might be listening at this very second. Those listeners who are currently tuned in will be able to pick up the transmission of this information right now. In spite of the fact that a reasonable amount of skepticism regarding the exaggerated claims is justified, the underlying sentiment is spot on. And this is an excellent place to begin when coming up with something completely original. At first glance, it would appear that the plan will be successful in spite of the challenges that will need to be overcome.
Leo.
The kinks, twists,
and delays that have plagued financial matters are on their way out, and a return to more straightforward sailing is on the horizon. You will benefit both immediately and in the long run from the resolutions brought about by the delays, so try to look on the bright side. Cleaning up loose ends and streamlining your operation can have long-term benefits, not only on your resources but also on your opportunities to spread your ideas, make new contacts, and broaden your horizons. Any ground lost is only temporary and will be regained in the coming days if you run your operations more efficiently, stay on course, and eliminate as many distractions as possible. Put an end to any dangling threads and prepare to move on to more expansive horizons and a stronger sense of your foundations.
Virgo.
The act of showing love to others through deeds such as hospitality, entertaining, giving something one of a kind and personal to a friend as a gift, and other similar pursuits are gaining in popularity. At this juncture, you are likely to feel a pleasant lack of ambition in addition to feelings of relaxation. Your romantic feelings and passions are strong and compelling at the moment, and as a consequence, you have a tendency to be demanding of the energy and affection of a lover. This is because your romantic feelings and passions are robust and compelling at the moment. It's possible for a close relationship to explode into conflict if one of the people in it feels like they've been giving too much without getting enough in return. When a person's desire for love isn't satisfied during this time of the month, they may experience rapid onsets of anger and irritability.
Libra.
Now is the time to act on your intellectual and creative leanings. So give in to them and do what they tell you to do. You are currently receiving uplifting comments and support from a wide variety of people, particularly women. There is a chance that you will have the opportunity to gain financial benefit from your expertise in a particular craft or artistic accomplishment. This chance exists because there is a possibility that you will. When it comes to the relationships you hold closest to you, you experience both a warm emotional responsiveness and a sense of contentment in those connections. You are capable, on a more fundamental level, of feeling and sensing the emotions and desires that your partner is experiencing. This time period, which is characterized by increased intuition and insight, heralds the beginning of favorable relationships and concord with other people.
Scorpio.
You have a very strong capacity for concentration right now, and you are approaching the work you are doing with a great deal of seriousness. If you want to be able to concentrate on actually getting things done, you must avoid allowing yourself to become sidetracked by unnecessary activities and other interruptions. Your capacity for patience and ability to perform detailed work are being brought to your attention at this time, which may enable you to tackle difficult tasks or work that would normally frustrate you in a productive manner. You will need to exercise self-control and self-discipline right now, but the good news is that doing so will ultimately benefit you and pay off in a way that will make you happy. You will be pleased with the results of your efforts to exercise self-control and self-discipline at this time.
Sagittarius.
The speed at which you are processing information right now is significantly faster than it used to be. You have a tendency to be impatient with slower minds or with the typical, predictable routine because of your ability to pick up new ideas very quickly. This is understandable. There is a significant possibility that you will experience nervous agitation, erratic or impulsive speech or behavior, hurriedness, or jump to hasty conclusions. You should now be on high alert and watchful because the time has come. It is anticipated that the pace will be quick, even hectic at certain points. You have an intense desire to communicate with other people, have meaningful conversations with them, and share information with them regardless of where they are. It is possible to feel nervous or irritable as a result of the irritations and stress brought on by increased workloads at work. This is because increased workloads bring about increased competition for resources.
Capricorn.
Even though everyone's attention will be focused on getting things done over the next few days, there is no guarantee that anything will get done. It's all about having the right mindset, so don't let your guard down too much or you'll come across as too carefree. It's not a good idea to show all of your emotions right now, so keep them tucked away and toe the line until things change. Keep an eye out for competing priorities and activities that result in diminishing returns today. What appears to be dishonesty may be complicated feelings, or vice versa. Instead of jumping right into a stew pot, let it boil for a few minutes and then check to see if it can be reduced. It will be much easier to work together once everyone has a better idea of what they want.
Aquarius.
You may become frustrated by a circumstance at work, however, you continue to be responsible and dedicated to the accomplishment of your goals. You work very hard to put forth your best efforts, but sometimes you run into frustrating roadblocks, or someone who challenges you can derail the progress you've made toward your goals. For instance, your superiors or those in authority don't seem to care about the fact that you're dedicating yourself to achieving certain work-related goals. Because of the potential for hostile behavior from co-workers or feelings of resentment on their part, you may be forced to rely on your own resources in order to finish your work. You might go back and forth between feelings of intense anger and coolness toward the people who get in the way of your drive and perseverance while you try to keep your attention on the goals you have set for yourself.
Pisces.
Your home life right now gives you not only a sense of harmony but also a sense of emotional satisfaction, which is great. Your present situation gives you both of these things. My relationships with women are based on a balance of power that works well for both sides. Your life will get easier and more fun as a direct result of this, and this is because you already have a strong and active base to build on. If this is the case, you should try to connect with other people and figure out what kinds of activities naturally make you feel good and give you a sense of accomplishment. If this is the case, you should try to get to know more people. If this is the case, you should try to connect with other people so you can talk about what you've been through.